Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Anne Logan, and this is the I'veReadThis.com YouTube channel. Tonight, I'm going to be reviewing Reproduction by Ian Williams. Ooh. And this is one of the shortlisted titles for the Scotiabank Giller Prize, which is being announced on Monday, November 18th or 19th. I can't remember which day, but it's the Monday. So for those of you who don't know, the Scotiabank Giller Prize is Canada's largest book award. The prize is $100,000 and it goes to one work of fiction. I believe it can go to short fiction, novels. I don't believe poetry is accepted. But yeah, it's Canada's biggest book prize, and people tend to pay really close attention to the long list and short list. It always shoots the books onto the bestseller list as soon as they're announced. And I am going to be doing the Calgary Giller Light Party, which is sort of like an Oscar party where we all get together in a bar and we watch the live broadcast of the awards. And we each kind of pick a book and we defend it. 6 people, I guess it is this year. So I'm going to be defending Megan Cole's, it's like a long, I've got the book up here. Small Game Hunting at the Local Coward Gun Club. Oh my gosh, that's a really long title. I actually haven't read it yet, but I'm saving it. I'm going to read it right before the event, so it's fresh in my mind and I can defend it even better. But leading up to it, I'm reading some of the other books so I can argue my case a bit better and tell people why they shouldn't vote for the other books. But I'm being pleasantly surprised by them, of course. I'm enjoying them. And Reproduction, I really did like. It's a bit long. I will say I think it could have been a bit shorter. It's like 450 pages, and like it's hardcover, the font is small, so some parts could have definitely been cut. And I knew going into it that it kind of had a unique format to it. And if you Google reviews of the book, you'll see explanations from the author about why he did what he did. It's supposed to kind of mirror cells reproducing and all that sort of sciencey stuff. But I know most book lovers probably don't care about that sort of thing. If you're anything like me, I just want to know if it's interesting and what the characters are like. And this is a character-driven book for sure. We begin at the beginning. Oh man, it's late. I'm sorry. At the beginning, we meet Felicia and Edgar, and Felicia is a 19-year-old Black woman. Edgar is like I'm gonna say 30s, maybe early 40s, white German man, and both of their mothers are dying in the same hospital room, so they meet each other and kind of fall into a relationship. Felicia becomes pregnant with Edgar's child, even though he told her she had a vasectomy. He later claims that he just told her he was considering getting one. You can already tell he's like just a really annoying, awful person. But he does grow on you, I'd say. So anyways, Felicia leaves him and she kind of starts her own life again, and she's raising her child and she sort of builds up another family around her. And this book is really just about how we get into relationships with people. Do we really find each other, or is it more about proximity and what just ends up happening to us? So this book really asks a lot of those questions. It's well written. I love Ian Williams' writing. He's written a book of short stories. He's a poet, and it's very funny. He really mines this humor between generations. The way that there's a lot of like teenagers talking in this book to older people, and there's no shortage of humor in that. And he basically just explores these characters' lives, and the characters themselves aren't always very enjoyable to be around, and they do things that are really annoying and quite cruel sometimes. But it is a very realistic book, and for that I really enjoyed it. And I actually found the format like not difficult to follow. It's pretty readable. Towards the end you get this, it's probably really hard to see on the page here, but you get these like kind of tiny little superscript words in between the sentences, like just plopped in between the sentences. And these little words have nothing to do with the sentence that they've been plopped into. It's fragments from another conversation that characters have had, you know, either before or after. And it's supposed to represent cancer growing, as one of the characters gets cancer. So again, it's one of these books that, you know, can be picked apart by university class, and essays I'm sure will be written about it. And it's endlessly fascinating that way. But I did find it a readable book, and it changes perspectives quite a bit. But I think that kind of helped me move along, get through those 450 pages rather than hinder my movement in the book. So it's just good to keep that in mind. If you're typically a reader who doesn't like a lot of perspectives jumping back and forth, then this might irritate you, but it didn't bother me at all. So yeah, there you have it. Reproduction by Ian Williams. There's my review. Thanks so much for following along tonight, and I will definitely be speaking with you guys in December when my short story advent calendar arrives. I'm so excited. And I won't be doing a video a day this year because I just don't got time for that. But we will definitely be talking about it a few times, so you have those videos to look forward to. Thanks again for following along. Subscribe if you can. I'd love to see you regularly here, as regularly as I'm here, I suppose. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Bye!